Hey everybody, I'm Johnny Scoville, and this is Chase the Eat. Thank you for hanging out with me. Look what I got from Duke Eyman, artisan salt maker, pink Himalayan Primo. All right, now you've seen a video recently which I did a review of Duke's salt. His salt, this is the most unique stuff, you guys. It's not your average salt. Oh, the smell of this, you can smell the pepper so strong. Wow. And this is made with pink Himalayan sea salt and the Primo, the 7-pot Primo, which is created by my really good friend, Troy Primo. What a great guy Troy is. Oh, I can't say enough good things about him, but if you look in here, you can see bits of pepper in there. This is really... Now, without a doubt, the 7-pot Primo is one of my favorite peppers. I love the heat. I love the flavor of it. Great burn. Now what I'm doing is, these salts were created by Duke Eyman. He's an artisan salt maker, just a really, really nice guy, a good human being, good dad, great chef, but boy, he does some special things with salt. So what a great combination. One of my favorite peppers of all time, the 7-pot Primo by Troy Primo, and one of my favorite salt makers, Duke Eyman. What a marriage that is. All right, so what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to... Again, I said this in the last video. I was going to use eggs to do the video, but I don't want to taste an egg. I want to taste the salt. I have found over time that my favorite thing to review salt is just to really get the true flavor of the salt is on celery. There is what I've got on here, guys. All right. I'm going to let you know the flavor of it and the heat of it. The last time we did one, there was great pepper flavor. Heat would really get your attention. The great thing about this, as I said in the last video, there are meals you'll have where sauce doesn't work, or you won't have a sauce that will work with a specific meal you're making. It happens all the time. In those moments, you can use powder, but a great alternative is salt. A lot of people salt their food anyway. You're going to be using sea salt, which is great. This is pink Himalayan sea salt. But on top of that, you know, you're salting your food at the same time and getting the heat and the flavor that you want at the same time. It's a beautiful combination. So, without further ado, from Duke Eyman, all right, this is his pink Himalayan Primo salt. Thank you, Troy. A little speck of something there. Thank you, Troy, and thank you, Duke, for making this, and Troy for making the pepper. All right. Wow. All right. So here's the deal. I mean, you get the benefit of the pink Himalayan sea salt, which is just great because it's healthier than regular salt. But what pepper flavor that is. I mean, for real, just real 7-pot Primo flavor. And the heat on that, and this is probably a little bit hotter than the last one I did. I would say this is definitely at least a 3 for me. It may even climb a little bit. It may have a little bit more. I mean, as it sits right now for a non-chili, this would be like a 6. I mean, it's got heat. But really great pepper flavor. And I'm going to be doing a few more videos of some of the unique flavor combinations and flavor profiles that Duke has with the salts. But you cannot find a meal I don't think you could come up with a meal that there isn't a salt that Duke makes that wouldn't accompany it perfectly. It probably capped at about a 3 for me, but for a non-chili head, if you're a non-chili head, you have to go very sparingly with this. Because the heat is just, it's great, really strong pepper flavor. Oh, a good burn. The burning, I mean, I'm feeling it in my throat. kind of clear my sinuses up a little bit. For a salt, this is really hot. So this would be more than medium, I think, for a non-chili. You'd find this to be about a 6. But I'll tell you something. If you guys have thought about, you know, a lot of you guys are commenting, telling me the different heat you're chasing. And it's great. You know what? Another thing I want to talk about real quick, how healthy this stuff is for you. You know, I get these comments all the time where people say you have no stomach left or you have no taste buds left. My stomach is fine. I'm just being honest with you. It really is. If you ask me the night of a big challenge, it's probably, I have some cramps and it's not so fine, but my stomach's fine. I don't have any ulcers or nothing. My taste buds, I have a unique theory about heat and your taste buds. I have family members that say you can't taste anything anymore. I think the higher you, I have great, I'm not a palate like Nigel Carter is one of the greatest palates there is in this game. Bill Moore is the same way. I don't even think I'm where those guys are, but I think the higher your tolerance goes, the more you're able to pick up different subtleties and nuances in the pepper that you wouldn't be able to pick up if it was something you weren't used to. You guys know what I mean by that? You know what I mean? If I could just zap one of you guys that's watching, it's not a chili head, and sit you right next to me and have you eat a pepper, and it was like a 7-pop bubblegum, which kind of has a fruity flavor to it, and kind of it's chinensi heat. And I asked you to taste it, and you ate it. You wouldn't tell me it has any kind of a fruity flavor at all. You would just be insanely hot, and you probably wouldn't enjoy it. The higher my tolerance gets, I'm able to pick up things that other people wouldn't. So my taste buds are fine. I mean, they really, really are. Your taste buds are probably fine too. You would like this. If you've been thinking about getting into trying some salts, the great thing about it is it's not that expensive. So if you were thinking about trying some salts and expanding the different ways in which you chase the heat, what a neat starting point is a salt like this, but more importantly, a guy like Duke. Because Duke is amazing at what he does. He's a Arkansas Chef Hall of Fame. He's cooked for presidents and billionaires and politicians, and he's just a good, humble, honest guy. There's going to be a link in the description box below. Reach out to him. You will be absolutely blown away by some of the flavor profiles he's got. And you'll see some pretty interesting ones coming up that I'll be doing. But do that. So in the description box, you'll see a link for Duke. Click on that. When you get some of this, do me a favor. I love when you guys do this. I'm telling you what I think of the heat I'm chasing. I love it when you guys tell me the heat that you're chasing. It's pretty awesome. I like it when you guys do that. So if you get some of this salt, please message me and tell me what you think of it. I appreciate that. I know Duke would like that too. Right there is our pepper. Click on it. It really is our pepper. You're on the Scoville squad. When you do, you're part of the family. I'm not in this room alone. You're sitting next to me. We're doing this together. So click on that bell, the pepper. Click on the bell when you click on that pepper, and you won't miss any of these videos because we'll notify you when we upload new ones. Thank you for hanging out with me today. It's always special. I'm Johnny Scoville, and this is Chase the Heat.